How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Nintendo Direct leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at some huge news because recently, the most credible Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaker named Sabi has come forward and given us some amazing information about Nintendo Directs that are going to be happening in February because, guys, it looks as though we are going to be getting a total of not one, but 2 Nintendo Directs this month. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this information does come from Sabi, who many people believe is the most credible Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaker, that does not mean that this information is going to end up being 100% real, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys like to read while I talk, you can find a link to all of the original posts in the description bar down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, all this information was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, like I said, the first bit of information we're going to go ahead and take a look at today comes directly from Sabi, and then after that, we're also going to go ahead and take a short look at some information that comes from a user named Marco Maro, and if you guys watched yesterday's video, I'm sure you guys know who this person is because if Sabi does end up being correct about this, getting 2 Nintendo Directs soon, that means that this guy was 100% right, which is extremely crazy. So with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and see what Sabi had to say. So guys, like I said, this information comes directly from Sabi, who posted over on Twitter saying, a reliable friend of mine, Zippo, is claiming that there will be 2 Directs this month for obvious reasons. So Zippo goes ahead and says, alright then, I might as well let it out. There's 2 Nintendo Directs this month. You've already guessed what they obviously are. I'm not sure of the timing, but that February 20th stuff lines up for Animal Crossing. Please don't flood me. So yeah guys, for those of you who have no idea who Zippo is, this is a person that posts over on the website Reset Era. Now, in terms of Zippo, lots of people believe that Zippo is actually like Sabi's alternate account, where Sabi goes ahead and posts stuff over on this different website. For whatever reason, they believe that Sabi decided to use a different name and like post all this information. However, there are other people saying that Zippo is actually VR Plant or something else along those lines. However, guys, all we know for sure is that this guy has actually gotten a ton of stuff right in the past because for those of you guys who weren't already aware, during the time of speculation for Byleth, Zippo was actually one of the first people to post about him. Basically, what Zippo said was, it wasn't a Nintendo character exactly that was going to be in Fighter Pack 5, but it was a character that was closely associated with Nintendo. Now, I know to a lot of people, like, obviously, Fire Emblem is owned by Nintendo, but then before Byleth was revealed, Zippo went ahead and said, wait, is Fire Emblem fully owned by Nintendo, effectively giving away that we were getting another Fire Emblem character? So yeah guys, Zippo actually seems to have some kind of credibility. And then guys, yesterday, Sabi decided to go ahead and send out one more tweet saying this week is gonna be Snoozing. So obviously, there is not going to be a Nintendo Direct or any major Nintendo news happening this week. Now, it is always possible that there could be like a small indie game announcement or something else along those lines, like maybe a skin in a game. However, guys, I think that at this point, since a Nintendo Direct is right around the corner, yeah, they're probably not going to give us anything that big this week, and we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Now, one of the things that I think is very important about this tweet is that now that we know for a fact that this week is knocked out, when is this next Direct going to end up happening? Well guys, like I said earlier, there is another Twitter user that we went ahead and talked about in yesterday's video a ton, so if you guys haven't already seen yesterday's video, I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. It's extremely important. There is a user on Twitter named Marco Maro who's predicted a ton of stuff which is actually starting to become more and more legitimate, so yeah. It looks as though this guy actually has sources or has gotten extremely lucky, but he had something that he wanted to say as well. So guys, let's just go ahead and see what Marco Maro had to say. Now, once again, guys, we aren't going to go over everything that this person said, but basically just a little bit of like who this person is. Way back in November, this person on Twitter, who doesn't have a lot of followers, mind you, he only has about 1,000, decided to go ahead and post some information. He talked about a new 2D Metroid game, as well as a Paper Mario remake or new Paper Mario game, I don't remember exactly which off the top of my head, as well as a new racing game, which is going to be sometime in 2020, and what do you know, Sabi has started talking about all of those things, and it looks as though it's going to end up happening, so yeah. Lots of people believe that Marco Maro is actually a very credible leaker. So now guys, let's go ahead and take a look at a post that was made on February 2nd by this user. So Marco Maro starts by saying, next week so many leaked things finally will get the official status. Niche and RPGs are the best two words to describe what's gonna happen, and we are up to another busy summer like 2019, so yeah guys, that is extremely exciting. I mean, the fact that this guy went ahead and said all this information before Sabi really started talking about like when the Nintendo Direct could end up happening is something that's extremely special, and if we do end up getting a Nintendo Direct at some point next week, I do believe that Marco Maro is actually going to finally get like the official credible leaker status that he definitely deserves. And now guys, if you don't believe that Marco Maro is actually legitimate and like he's just making all this up, let's go ahead and take a look at a post that he made on December 15th of 2019. So Marco Maro goes on to say, so next Nintendo Direct is gonna be January 2013 1.5 third-party deluxe edition. Now obviously guys, the big console at that time was the Wii U, and lots of people are now expecting that we are going to be getting a ton of Wii U ports. Obviously, Sabi has talked a little bit about how we're going to be getting some Wii U games ported over to the Nintendo Switch, and lots of people think games like Pikmin 3 and Super Mario 3D World should finally come to the console, so yeah. I mean, the fact that he talked about this isn't like super surprising, but then he decided to go ahead and post again on January 9th in a retweet of that tweet nearly 1 month. Now, a lot of people took this to mean, okay, like, he made this tweet about a month ago. However, guys, he is saying that the Nintendo Direct that's going to be January 2013 1.5 is going to happen in about a month from when he made this tweet. Obviously, guys, right now, today is Tuesday, February 4th, which means that February 9th is right around the time that this Nintendo Direct is going to happen, and games like Paper Mario and Metroid and Pikmin are all going to get revealed, so yeah, at this point, it looks like it is going to basically happen. It looks like this is going to happen, and we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct at some point next week. So yeah, guys, now, what do I think is going to end up happening? Well, like Zippo said, it looks as though we are going to be getting 2 Nintendo Directs. Now, originally how I thought this was going to go down is that we were going to be getting a Nintendo Direct, and they were just going to have a really big focus on Animal Crossing. Right now, I don't know that much about Animal Crossing. It's not really my type of game, but I know that there are a lot of people out there that are really excited for it, and I kind of just thought that they'd dedicate like 15 minutes to Animal Crossing in the Nintendo Direct and then move on from that. However, like, giving Animal Crossing its own Direct definitely makes a lot of sense. I mean, that way, if Nintendo does have a lot of stuff to show off in the, like, official, like, real Nintendo Direct, then yeah, they won't have enough time to give Animal Crossing the attention it deserves, so having it have its own special Direct definitely makes a lot of sense in my opinion, and I know that a lot of you guys are really going to be looking forward to that. And one of the other things that I wanted to quickly address is that lots of people are saying, but Chris, you know, we got 2 Nintendo Directs last month. We got a Smash Direct and we got a Pokemon Direct, so there's no way that we're going to be getting 2 Directs this month. However, guys, those weren't really Directs, right? Like, I guess you could argue that Pokemon kind of was, but all the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate one was we got a new character reveal, and then they showed us, like, gameplay footage. That wasn't a real Nintendo Direct, and as we've been seeing, Nintendo likes to give, like, the big game franchises their own Directs, their own special personal Directs, so that way, the people that are really big fans of it can go ahead and check out the game and stuff like that. However, guys, with all of that being said, it looks as though next week we are actually going to be getting a Nintendo Direct, and I could not be more excited. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that we are actually going to be getting 2 Nintendo Directs this month, or do you guys think that we're not even going to get one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.